Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 15th of January 2022. This is just my weekly analysis video where I have a look at all the Forex pairs on the daily charts using my high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So thank you everyone for watching. If you do like these videos, can you please hit the like button or subscribe button? I know they're not the exciting as a lot of other YouTube videos by any means. I just want to get the message across and as clear as possible. So that's the reason for it. Thanks to any new members of the YouTube channel. Also, anyone that's joined the Facebook group, the Telegram channels, or Matt from Family Man's Trading's Discord channel. It's greatly appreciated. All my trades are called live at the time on the day the signal's giving. For me, the new daily candle is 5 a.m. local. I live in Vietnam. I don't get out of bed till 6, check the charts first up, then call those trades within sort of an hour. So it's all, and I take screenshots, post those screenshots, and everyone can have a look at them. They're in a shared folder. So there's plenty of transparency. First up, before we go any further, like we always do, we'll have a look at the news ahead. This is scheduled news only. Remember, this is only news by appointment. Other news could come out of left field that is unexpected, but this is the stuff you should be looking at if you're a trader, especially if you're a day trader. This is the Forex Factory Economic Calendar. It's free. It's easy to set up. You can set up in your own local time, which I have, and you can set filters, which pairs you want to look at and what sort of news you want to look at. So generally, I'm only interested in the red ones. They're the high impact events. So it's a pretty quiet week all around. The US starts with a holiday on Monday. And I might butcher this. I know what it is. I should know what it is, but I can't remember. Sorry, my American friends. As soon as I finish this video, it'll come to me. Anywho, Japanese interest rates on Tuesday. It's never really a big market mover, but just be aware of it, especially if you're trading the yen pairs. Not much happens in Japan's economy. I'm sure our Japanese friends would probably disagree, but it's been pretty dormant. The interest rates are below zero, have been for years. Right, we've got CPI numbers out of the UK on Wednesday and Canada on Wednesday. So there are things to watch out. Bank of England, Governor Bailey speaks. Aussie, probably the biggest news of the week. Australian employment numbers or unemployment rate, whichever way you want to look at it. So that can be a market mover on the Aussie. So that's on Thursday morning early. So just be aware of that. So pretty quiet week in the news. Not much happening at all, really. Pretty quiet week. Okay, let's get onto the charts. But before we do that, there's one document I want you to have a look at, and it'll be this one. Just a Word document explaining what all the different lines, what the indicators are on the charts. If you want to pause the video, read this, take a screenshot or whatever, but I generally go through it on the video, every pair I look at. And if you've been watching my videos a while, you know exactly what all these are. So yeah, let's just go over them. We've got 3 moving averages. So there's the settings for the moving averages there. The QMP filter, that's the red and green dots on the chart. It's a combination of MACD Platinum and the QQE Advanced. The QQE you won't see on the chart. I don't need to see it on the chart. So the QMP filter takes care of that. You'll see the MACD Platinum, which is described down the bottom here. You got red trend lines, bearish divergence, green trend lines forming bullish divergence. Not necessarily confirmed, but it's either confirmed or it's being in the process of confirming. Blue trend lines, something that got my attention, support, resistance levels, etc. Grey vertical lines are a warning that something is possibly forming. Sell trades are normally in red, buy trades are normally in blue. Stop losses, red dotted lines. You see green dashed horizontal lines. They're just big numbers, round numbers, etc. Something important. So you'll see them on a few of the charts. As I said, the MACD Platinum, it's an oscillator around the zero level. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. It's just a zero lag MACD. So let's get into the charts, people. I hope everyone's weekend's going all right. I might have a quiet night, Saturday night, and stay in for once. Save some money. Wake up on Sunday feeling good for a change. Nah, who knows? It's only early. 4:30 to be exact. Happy hour. All right, let's have a look. Trading View. This is my watch list. Down to gold. So it's only a short watch list. The 3 bottom ones are just more for curiosity, US dollar, US 500 and the Bitcoin. But this is my list in alphabetical order. I go through these in alphabetical order, so if you want to fast forward the video just to the pair you're interested in, you skip through until you see it. If it's highlighted in light blue, it means I've taken some action on a trade. There's a trade open. Dark blue, I don't think any action's been taken. I might have to change a few of these. Orange means it's something I want to talk to you about. No highlight, like this one here, it's gold. It's the only one we haven't got a trade on. These three, as I said, they're just for curiosity. That's what the highlight in pink. I'm sorry if you can hear screaming kids, but I've shut my window, but kids are having fun, what kids do. Okay, so let's get into them. So we'll start with the AusCAD. Now, I do all my analysis on TradingView. It's ANDA. This is a daily chart. If that's a broker I'm using, because as you know, with TradingView, you've got different brokers to choose from. But I actually do my trades on MT4, MT5 accounts. So I write plenty of notes. My most recent trade is normally on the right, either up here or down here somewhere. It's on the right. Older trades are normally on the left. Pair name, date the trade was identified, and what the signal was, and my thoughts on the trade. You can pause the video anytime, read that. I understand that English is not everyone's first language, or you may not understand what I'm saying, so these are your subtitles. Pause the video, read it, and have a look. So we had a sell here. It's come down, bounced up, came down nicely, and it popped up. There's a warning vertical grey line here because I've got a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So remember I said looking to buy when it's below the zero level. There's a zero level there, and looking to sell when it's above. So there's a sell based on nice hidden bearish divergence, and everyone followed by a little tight regular divergence. So it's a 1-2 on divergences there, which is great. You know, everyone knows I love my hidden divergence, and that was a good example there, very good example. And then we followed up with this little regular, and it's dropped nicely. Now, the MACD platinum's through the zero level, so on this big candle here, so close half, tighten up the stop. I've tightened up a little bit further. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in here, potential hidden bullish divergence forming. You see we got lower low on the oscillator now. There's the last low here, here's a lower low. So just keep on adjusting these lines every day until it gets to the stage where if this keeps on dropping, it's no longer divergence, so just delete the lines. But it's a bit of preparation, as I always say. So I'm just getting ready for it. So good trade, stops tighten up right above the high here, closed half, can't lose. AusCAD looking good. Japanese yen, this is all a bit tight. I haven't adjusted this yet. It was a sell in here. Didn't really go in my favour for most of the week, but Friday saw it drop down nicely. It's all a bit messy, a bit tight. You can see the sell in there. Stop loss still up here. I could, if I wanted to, bring the stop down tighter here, reduce my risk, but the MACD is still above the zero level, so we'll just give it a day or so, see how we go. But that's my thinking. Looking good on the Aus yen. Aus New Zealand. All right, took a sell here. This thing's been going sideways for a long time. You know, that's going nowhere. It's about a month. Yeah, this is the daily chart, so it only takes 20 candles for a month. So we had like a double top here, and it burst through, but it didn't really. Even though it looked like it went above it, kept on coming back to that line. So it didn't really convincingly go through this previous high. In the meantime, we've got divergence here. You can see the regular divergence there. It's obvious. Took the sell. It's all a bit messy, all a bit tight. Not a great setup. This is my second attempt at it. The first one was there. Started going my favour a little bit on Friday, but it's pulled back again. In the meantime, drawing these trend lines in, looking for potential hidden bullish divergence again to the upside. But in the meantime, we just wait to see how the sell pans out. There's a stop loss up there. Oz USDs, highlighting orange, pink. All right. And I call this in the trade, this sell trade here. This buy trade from the 7th of December here. We're still in that. So that one's still open. Come on, Jim. All right, here's a good example before I get onto the green lines. This is the Aussie, 70-cent level. Look at that. Touched it perfectly, bounced straight off it, took the buy. Still in this buy. There's a stop there. So the buy's good. Took a sell in here. This is what we're highlighted for. Took a sell in here. My stop loss was here. It came down, eventually started going in my favour. Then we got this reversal signal here, this buy signal, which is not valid because the MACD is well above the zero level, and I'm not going to take buys there. But it takes me out of that sell. So I take the sell out for a loss. So it's a loss between the entry there and there, instead of going all the way to the stop. And look, it's going to roll over and go back to the downside. So I'm out of that sell trade for a loss, waiting for a re-entry. In the meantime, we've had a higher high, so we've got a regular bearish divergence there potentially forming. So that's what those red lines are in for. Let's do something here. Let's bring the buy up, stop up on the buy. We'll bring that up to in here. Just makes sense. We're in a downtrend. I'd rather be selling the Aussie than buying it. So we'll see how we go. If we get another sell, I'll take it. So this sell's now finished. That's going to be removed when I close this chart. So just highlight that so I know to go back to it. So we're still in the buy, partial buy. Took a small loss on the sell, looking for a new sell because the MACD platinum is still above the 0 level. CAD Swiss also highlighted, and I think that's one of my. Look at my trade. Oh no, I took a new trade. All right, what happened here? Yeah, my buy was stopped out. I don't know why I took the stop out. So, oh no, yeah, I got it. All right, now I understand. Just read my own notes. I took this sell on Friday morning. So that was here. It's gone nowhere. So it's, you know, you can read my notes why I took the sell, hidden bearish divergence. You can see there's clear as day. But what I've done is I was in this previous buy. You can read the notes here from the 3rd of Jan. And you can see here in my notes when I printed the chart and posted the screenshot, I'm closing the buy from the 3rd of Jan. So that trade has been removed. So it's no longer in play. So I don't want to see that anymore. I'm removing that buy. We took a profit on it. So we took a profit. It's good. We're all good. So now we're just in the one trade to sell. So it's looking good. Stop up there. We'll give it a couple of days. See how we go. MACD platinum long way above the 0 level. Looking good. Close the buy for profit. So that's changing that. That's good. Euro Aussie. All right. We're in a buy. Went against me basically from the get-go. Came down. The stop was down here somewhere initially. You can read my notes as to why I took this. Hidden bullish divergence. I like it, even though it was a bit of higher risk because the prices in the MAs, etc. So in the last couple of days, eventually the MACD's popped through the 0 level, so I'm just tightening up the stop. So I've just dragged the stop under this low here, keeping it nice and tight. We'll give it a few days, see how we go. That's the buy. So you can read there's a previous sell from the 8th of December, now stopped that for a small overall profit. So don't worry about that too much. We're in a buy now. Oh, message is coming up. So Euro Aussie, buy, tighten up the stop. Euro Swiss, now this is a new trade for Monday. All right, this is a bit of a bummer actually. I was in the sell trade here from the 22nd of September. I've had a couple of goes of buys in here. One would have been here, one would have been there. I declined to take this one. I explained at the time. In hindsight, I probably should have taken it. But it just didn't fit my rules. And I did take it in some private trading, so it's going all right. And I've adjusted that, but I didn't take it, so I can't call it. In the meantime, my stop for my sell here is here. And you wouldn't believe it. Prices just got up and touched it, and just dropped away. Murphy's Law. It's just the way it is. And I've been stopped out. So that sell is now finished. So I can clear that up. And there's been a new sell trade on Monday. The good thing about, I'll just move this line out the way. Good thing about TradingView, and I say this every video, on Friday, it presents Monday's signals. Whereas MT4, MT5 don't do that. You won't see this dot or this dot here on MT4 or MT5. Once the candle opens, Monday's candle opens on Monday morning, you will see that those dots appear on MT4, MT5. Just something it's TradingView does. I like it because it gives me a great heads up during the weekend what's coming up on Monday. So it's all written on my notes next to me. I've done it when I wake up at 6 a.m. with bleary-eyed. I don't have to think too much. It's already done. I know what's coming. As long as it opens somewhere where it closed or close to it, then there's a sell there. And the stop's going to be up here, just above the high. That's a Monday. That's a sell. Euro Swiss, that buy stopped out. Sorry, that previous sell from here, 22nd of September, stopped out by a couple of pips. That's annoying for a nice profit. Normally I put my stop sort of halfway between the 50 and the 100. So if I moved up a couple more pips, it may have, price may have gone up here too. Who knows? Just one of those things. So sell Euro Swiss on Monday, previous sell, nice profit. Euro yen also highlighted, means there's a new trade on Monday. All right, let's have a look here. Here's a setup here. We're still on a buy from here. It was a previous buy, lost on that, stopped out, because the buy signal remained valid, drew this trend line, took a second buy in here. Went against me, never threatened my stops, got up nicely. It's got up, stuck in this area here, dragged the stop up. So I'm still in the buy, partial, already closed half, and in some, not a bad little bit of profit at the moment on the buy. There's a new sell on Monday, going to have my stop above the highs here. MAs are all very tight. MACD platinum's above the zero level. It's just been threatening to roll over. I've been expecting it a few days now, and it's eventually giving. So Monday, new sell on the Euro Yen, and I'll leave that partial buy in play just for a bit of security at the moment. No one knows where price is going to go. And if you look at the candle on Friday, it was a bit, how you going? It dropped down nicely, but then pulled back late in the night by looks, or late in the session. So sell on the Euro Yen. So that's my other trade. And the stop is inside now for the buy, so I can't lose on that. Euro USD. Yeah, here we go. Another one. Jeez. All right. We're in a couple of trades here, a couple of sells. We're in a good downtrend, so I'll try to give these sells a bit of breathing space. And two stops for them, 9th of September and the 27th of October. The stops are there. And again, like the Euro Swiss, just kissed through those stops and dropped down again. The buy, I've tightened my stop up on the buy. The buy's here. Look at this. This is just sideways action. You don't see this in the Euro too often. That's nearly 2 months of just absolute sideways rubbish. Eventually popped up. We've got divergence forming again, potentially. Again, hidden bearish divergence possibly. So I'm expecting a sell. MACD platinum's above the zero level, so that's my bias at the moment. That's why I've tightened up the buy right up nice and tight. Can't lose in the buy. Two sells, both profitable. So that's where we're at. So just remove those sells, stopped out, all good. So looking good. So far, so good. Starting to look like superstar sometimes, Jim. And other times it all just goes to crap. All right, pound Swiss. We're in a buy still from 8th of December. I've tightened my stop up to here. The trend is technically down, even though the MAs are flattening. So I've just brought my stop right up into the MAs. So the buy's looking right. We can't lose on that. Good. Sell was the most recent trade earlier in the week. Went nicely Thursday, Friday, didn't really take off. MACD platinum still a long way above the zero level. Again, hidden bearish divergence. You can read my notes for the sell there. Stop there, stop there. So we've got price trapped, haven't we? But looking good on the pound Swiss. Pound yen, we're in a couple of trades, very similar. Let's look at the buy. There's an initial buy here, stopped out on this big candle here. Took another buy in here, which is going well. So we recovered most of the loss from the previous buy, which is good. Stops up here now amongst the MAs. Can't lose on the buy. That's good. We've got this double top or a resistance level. Same on the MACD platinum. MACD platinum a long way above the zero level, which is also good. Took a sell early in the week. Took a while to come to party. But Thursday came down nicely. Friday looked like it was going to be a great day. That's bounced right back up. But we're still in a pretty good position overall on the pound yen. Again, read my notes to my thoughts on the trades. These are what you see when I post the screenshots on the day. And I post all these trades in the Facebook group, Telegram channel, and the Discord channel. So that every day, very transparent. I think if I do the old, publish on TradingView, it also, I'll post them to Twitter, which is, I'm not a big Twitter user, but it's easy. All right, here's one that's probably not looking so good. Well, one trade is, one isn't. Pound New Zealand, the buy trade certainly looking good. We've got, a fair chunk of pips there, probably 1,000 pips or so. So looking good on the buy, locking in profit here. There's a stop in the MAs. I can drag this up if I want further, but no need to at the moment. In the meantime, we've got this took a sell in here first, this grey line. That's why I left it on the chart. It's hard to see, but there's a red dot there. And it went nicely initially, but then I got a reversal and I took the close. So I took a loss on there. So, but this buy is more than making up for that. Now we take another sell up here. Got the big regular bearish divergence. So it's a high risk trade. You can read it. The second attempt, high risk trade against the trend. You can see the trend start to turn up. It started off nicely, but Friday, bang, shot up again. Here's my stop for that up there. So I'll just keep it tight with the regular divergence trades. In the meantime, who cares if it keeps on going up? I know I've only got half a trade on here, but it'll more than make up for any loss there, which is good. So it's a pound New Zealand. Pound USD. Let's have a look here. We have a buy from here. Again, this is another one I initially took here. Price came down, stopped me out. The buy signal remained valid. There's never been a red dot since that green dot there until in here. What was there? I don't think it was. No, there's not. Hasn't been yet. Haven't taken a sell. It's just a warning signal because there's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero. So yeah, drew this trend line across here, took the buy here. Worked out very well. It's one of the times it actually worked out perfectly. Did have a bit of a pullback, but the initial stop was still below the lows here. It took a while to get some traction, but eventually did. Went up nicely. Once you get into the MAs, you're closing half, tightening up your stop in here somewhere. It's just kept on grinding up slowly. In the meantime, we've got regular. We had hidden. Get rid of that. Had hidden bearish divergence to there. You can see higher high on the MACD, lower high on the price. It's a little bit tricky to see, but it matches up with the MACD platinum. Then we've got regular bearish divergence forming. Hasn't been confirmed yet because we haven't got a sell signal. So I've just dragged this stop now right up to under here, just under, picked a low somewhere between the two MAs, and that'll do me for now. Waiting for a sell. MACD platinum's a long way above the zero level, looking good on the buy. New Zealand CAD. Righto, here we go. Took a sell here. This is with the trend. I like this sort of trades. Again, hidden bearish divergence. I know I go on about it, but hidden divergence, guys, look for it. You can see it, use it. It's great tool. And the MACD platinum is great for it. So we got the sell here, stops just below the low, closed out half already when we broke through this previous sort of support level, which is good. So we can't lose on the sell. Now the buy, higher risk trade against the downtrend. You can see the trend starting to move. Regular bullish divergence. So we had some supporting divergence. It's got against me. I took this on Friday and straight away, Friday morning, Friday's just gone, bearish counter. Open at the high and close at low just about, or close to it. It could turn around. It's not a great setup, and I would have, if I didn't, I'm happy I've got the sell on. Let's put it that way. That's why I left the sell on for sure. It's much better with having that little bit of insurance there. I always get asked, why don't you just close the sell if you got a buy signal? If you're so convinced, on your signal set, I don't know where price is going to go. I've got no idea, and I'm prepared to give a little bit back to protect another position. It's not, if there's 1,000 pips on offer, if I get 750, I'm a happy trader. If I get 1,000, I'm ecstatic, but I don't expect 1,000. I expect 500 to 700, something like that. So you just got to be realistic and be a bit smart about it. So it's New Zealand CAD. Let's look at this. USD, Japanese yen, highlight for a reason. Here we go. Another one of these. All right, let's have a look what we're doing here. We're going to buy here. That's the 24th September. It's a long way away. Nice uptrend. Going to keep that buying as long as I can. Traded through here, did all right. I don't think we lost anything. We may have picked up a few pips. Took another buy in here. That's the 16th of December. You can see down the 15th the line, 16th on the open. We took the trade. Stops here for that, and that was stopped out. That's why it's highlighted, and I'll fix it up after I finish. I'll just leave these trades on the chart to show you guys what's been stopped out, what trade management's happened during the week. So we're stopped up on this buy, so that's gone. Sorry, this buy first. This buy here was stopped out. That one's gone. This one, let's have a look at the low here. The low is 482. There's my stop. 524. Definitely stopped out. Now, this is going to be one of those ones stopped out by 4 pips and it's bounced straight back up. Who knows? Who cares? So that one's a winner, big winner. That one, I already closed out half, so it's a partial. So overall small profit on the second buy. And we're in a sell here, and I've dragged, because it's a high-risk trade, we've got the big divergence. You can see it there. MACD platinum now poking through to the zero level. You can see it there. We're against the trend. We're at the MAs, closed half, stopped right down just above the entry level. So even though if I get stopped out now on a sell, it might be a small loss on the remaining part, but overall profitable. So winner, winner, chicken dinner 3 times on the Japanese yen. So that's all good. USD, Singapore dollar, another one's highlighted. There's a reason, because I've been stopped out. Losing trade. All right. The good thing was I left a sell on. Right, so my sell from the 1st of December is here. It was a high risk trade, no doubt about it. It's gone down. It took a while to get some traction, and when it eventually come in here into the MAs, close in half, bring my stop down. Now it's came down, popped back up again. In here, in the meantime, I've got a nice buy signal. This is one I get excited about, hidden bullish divergence. As again, I'm rabbiting on about the hidden divergence. I like it. And now, in my private trading, I don't put stops in place when I use hidden divergence. Anytime I get the hidden divergence, I'll hedge and I'll work my way out. 98% of the time, I can work my way out. At worst case, break even. But generally, they work out. But these trades I'm taking with you guys, I'm going to always put a stop in. That's a traditional way. It's a smart way. It's a conservative way without getting the confusion of hedging. I know, because everyone can't do hedging. So we just keep it simple. So I took the buy in here, and it started going nicely, and it just dropped down, dropped off a cliff. And now the stop was here. You either would have got stopped out there on the stop itself, or if you didn't, you would close it on this opposite red QMP dot. So they're about the same price, so it's about the same result. So in the meantime, we've got to sell. Now, this happens a lot. You get hidden bullish divergence followed by potential regular bullish divergence. Tripping over my own tongue. You can see here, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's potentially forming. So what I'm looking for here is, I'll get rid of that buy. So we're only in the sell. Looking for a new buy. MACD platinum still below the 0 level, so we've got divergence. It's a 1, 2 in divergences. So we're looking for a buy again. So that's what my plan is, and that's what I'm on the lookout for. In the meantime, took a hit on that buy, but as I said, getting offset on the losses by that sell. All right, might as well look at gold. It's no trades on it, going nowhere. For all you gold bugs, gold is stuck in a pretty tight range around that 1800. Seems to be a magnet, that 1800 number, which is about, I should mark it up on the chart. There, it's definitely a magnet. Actually, I'll do it right now while we're here. So let's have a look. Big number, what are we looking for? Big level. High-tech stuff, this trading, Jim. Big level. What are we on, 1800? Right. So it's on the chart. Big number. Seems to be like, look at it. Someone's messaging me. Seems to be just sits, bang, hits it, bounces, hits it. If you just trade around that, you'd do all right, I reckon. All right, that's gold. Nothing on. Let's have a look at these just for a bit of laugh. US dollar. Yeah. US dollar. Hasn't broken this high. Had a last signal was a buy. Just put these trades on here. Again, this is hidden bullish divergence. One I would take every day of the week. And again, it's very similar to the US Singapore dollar. We've had a reversal. You get out or take the hedge. And now looking for a new buy. We've got the new divergence forming. So that's the US dollar. US 500, just a US stock exchange, the big exchange. Again, this line, if you watch my videos, I've drawn this line, for a few weeks now. Didn't break it. Popped through. Not convincing. Only lasted just over a week, then straight back down, and it's had a few goes at it again, and now it's down. So you could say that's a pretty significant number on this one. So around that 430 sort of level. So at the moment it's just going nowhere fast. Let's get over to the crypto for all the new crypto people in town. Last thing was a buy on Bitcoin USD. You can see it's this level here. This line's been here. It's been talked about forever. Is it self-fulfilling? Who knows? Who knows? What come first, the chicken or the egg? It's just one of those lines. It's people been talking about it. Now price gets there. You can imagine all the buy orders in there. Or all the stops being triggered or something. The human psychology drives the market. In the meantime, we've got some regular divergence, bullish divergence, and this buy signal's going nowhere fast. But people are expecting it to bounce off here. All the gurus I listen to, who knows what a guru is these days? But yeah, so that's Bitcoin. So there we have it, folks. Doing all right, I think, on the daily charts. We're not losing too much, and the ones we are losing on, we're offsetting with other trades, generally in the opposite direction. So there's a bit of hedging there, but in a different sort of way. Not what I consider hedging, even though technically that's probably the correct term. So let's go back to that Word document. So in case you want to read it and have another read. Thanks for watching the video. Like I said, they're not the most exciting videos, probably the most boring 30 minutes of your life. But it gives a good overview of what we're doing, where we're at in the trades. Like I said, all these trades are called, so everyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups. There'll be links to those in the description of the video. And if you're curious about the system itself, I'm pretty sure there's a link to a video in the description that actually shows the setup and trade examples, like a more involved one than just what I'm showing you what's happened in the past sort of thing. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's Saturday, it's 5 p.m. I might have a cold beverage, but I might stay at home and enjoy it by myself. Nigel, no friends. Right, thanks guys and girls. Enjoy the rest. Cheers.